Shri Advaita Gadada Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitagora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitagora Hari Bol. Jai Radha Madhava, can you sing, Mataji?
Hare Krishna. If any devotee would like to sing. My throat is not well, Mataji. Since long I am suffering. Anyone can sing for 2 minutes? Jai Radha Madhav?
Yes, Mataji, may I?
Okay, yeah, just for 2 minutes, Mataji. Yeah. After that, I'll give introduction and then Mataji will start.
Okay. Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Vishwanu Mataji. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna to everyone. Today with us is her Grace Geeta Parmeshwari Mataji. Mataji, actually, I'll just give a small introduction about Mataji. So Mataji was initiated in 1997 and second initiated, that is Brahminical initiation, she got in 2005 from His Holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj. And also Mataji is involved in many kinds of sevas. Earlier, Mataji and Prabhu, they were living in Damodar Desh, which is Dubai. And there, Mataji was cooking prasadam for various visiting Maharajas and senior Prabhus. And also, yeah, and actually, Mataji is also taking ladies classes and the normal classes. Also, Mataji is, I think, teaching these small children since 1998. So since long. And here also in Chennai, where right now Mataji and Prabhu are residing, they are fully involved. Mataji is fully involved. Last time when I've asked her for class, Mataji said that I'm preparing prasadam for 50 people. And this all Mataji is doing, alone. Even in Dubai also, when Prabhu was taking Ramadan classes, in Ramadan, there we have, there the people have half days. So Prabhu was conducting 4-hour Bhagavatam session. and completing one canto in Ramadan month. And Mataji was taking care of prasadam and she was serving everyone. And Mataji and Prabhu were assuring that each and everyone should go from their house by taking prasadam. So this is how, Mataji is serving devotees. And we know that by serving devotees only we get Krishna's mercy. So this is the actually practical example what we can learn from Mataji. So today we are really fortunate that Mataji is coming. This is first time, but this is definitely going to continue in the same way. Mataji will come every month and give her association to us. So Hare Krishna, Mataji, welcome. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So all whatever Mataji told, it is all because of Guru and Krishna's mercy it was done, because Krishna wants everything to be done. So that's why here Swaprite Swayameva Karyate means Krishna wants everything to run the show, no? So he himself prepare. We are all instruments for Krishna only. That's all. So all Guru's mercy is also there. So we are all doing this seva. Everybody can do, not only no one. She also doing so many sevas in Dubai. She was also taking children's classes, ladies.
Mataji, your voice is breaking. We can't hear you.
Everything they were also doing. Maybe has come now only because of that only, I think. Hare Krishna, now it's okay.
Yeah, now it's fine, Mataji. Now it's fine.
Hare Krishna.
Now it's fine, Mataji.
Mataji, okay?
Yeah, fine, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So you go for the shloka now.
Yes, Mataji. Rohini Mataji will share the screen.
Yeah. नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये श्लोका is
Hare Krishna, Mataji, there's an issue with the audio. If you don't mind, maybe if you keep your video off, the audio might get better.
Yes, Mataji. That's a good suggestion. I think Mataji, no, she's not here. Okay.
She's got logged out, Mataji.
There was a power cut in her place. That's why.
Tayo. Yeah, Mataji, can I?
Yeah, please, Mataji.
Tayo nirbinna hridaya tarjanay jata vepatuhu pateshu subir bhakshyamana arto aham swam anusmaran. Can anybody read the word by word meaning and translation purport?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji. May I?
Yeah, Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. Tayoha of the Yamdutas, Nirbhina, broken. Hridaya, his heart. Tarjanaha, by the threatening. Jata, arisen. Viputaha, trembling. Pathi, on the road. Swadhiha, by dogs. Bhakshyamanaha, being beaten. Artaha, distressed. Agam, sins. Swam, his. Anusmaran, remembering. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. While carried by the constables of Yamraja, he is overwhelmed and trembles in their hands. While passing on the road, he is beaten by dogs, and he can remember the sinful activities of his life. He is thus terribly distressed. Purport.
Archana Mataji will read the purport. Mataji, please.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. Archana Mataji. K. Kalpagavalli Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, please read the purport, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Purport, it appears from this verse that while passing from this planet to the planet of Yamaraja, the culprit arrested by Yamaraja's constables meets many dogs which bark and bite just to remind him of his criminal activities of sense gratification. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that one becomes almost blind and is bereft of all sense when he is infuriated by the desire for sense gratification. He forgets everything. Kames stays there with the jnanaha. One is bereft of all intelligence when he is too attracted by sense gratification, and he forgets that he has to suffer the consequences also. Here, the chance for recounting his activities of sense gratification is given by the dogs engaged by Yamaraja. While we live in the gross body, such activities of sense gratification are encouraged even by modern government regulations. In every state all over the world, such activities are encouraged by the government in the form of birth control. Women are supplied pills and they are allowed to go to a clinical laboratory to get assistance for abortions. This is going on as a result of sense gratification. Actually, sex life is meant for begetting a good child. But because people have no control over the senses, there is no institution to train them to control the senses. The poor fellows fall victim to the criminal offenses of sense gratification, and they are punished after death as described in these pages of Shrimad Bhagavatam.
So,
thank you, Mataji.
from this shloka, the living entity is forced by burning desire of sense gratification because they have full, they have to be ready for this sense because this material world, they are all having this problem because if they have so much money, they want to go to even Bhagavatam also we can see Pingala and other Ajamil also went like that. So many people are indulged in this sense gratification. That's why here in study they have to face pain, and while punishment is given as explained in this verse, because if in this verse only we can see how much the uh, pain they have after the death if they have the material desires of sense gratification. See, that's why our Prabhupada has told that 4 regulative principles. Why he told 4 regulative principles? Because we should have the control in our activities, as well as we should not have more in senses. We should have work with our senses only with the for spiritual activities, not for full of this material desires. Material desires, there is no end for it because we have, if one comes, next we for expecting other one. So like that it is going on only, it will not end up. So that's why here infuriated by the desire for sense gratification. He forgets everything. He forgets everything is when he is having so much in this gratification, he will not have the other side of the spiritual life. We cannot expect. That's why in 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it is Namam Dushkutino Muraha. He will not come to this level at all because we cannot expect him to come this life. No, this is why here it is telling, and then the activities reminded, activities committed, they will have terrible distress due to dogs barking and biting when they are taking them
the Yamadutas are taking the people, that death body, and then they will take, while they are taking them, the dogs are barking, they are biting, and they are, no, they cannot control that pain, because that much pain it is there. See, punishment is not easy one. When we are doing punishment to the children or the other people without knowing, unknowingly or unknowingly, but we should not do, because that pain we will get after the death. That punishment we'll get after the death. So that is, we have to be very careful when we are dealing with the people or children, or no, sometimes the other orphanages, or we can see some people, they are not handling the children properly, they are not handling the even old age home. You can see so many people are no like that, because the old age home we are going every week, and there we can see how the people are all are 70, 80 years, 90 years also there. They are all telling, we are all getting food because all are very spicy, that one, this one. If we are taking prasadam, they will say, oh, it's very nice. We will have this one in the evening also. So we'll give like that. So people are, no, they are all, because of, while they are all suffering, because of that sinful activities. Sinful activities, no, it is not small, this one, no, we are doing for others, some, no, activity, this hurting them, or by words we are, no, by killing them, by words also we are killing them. So that is not, that should not be there. That's why here the sense gratification is very, 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 we cannot explain that one, because that much having, they are having that in material world, they are having that much sense gratification. So we cannot, we should not encourage that, like that people in this world, because in America also, you can see in other European countries or anything, we can see how people were very much engaged in their sense gratification, and they are wasting their life, and they are not recognized, they are not realizing that we will get in next birth, we will have this punishment. Okay, but because of Prabhupada, they all got this Krishna consciousness and left all the bad activities and sense gratification, everything, and they are all concentrated on this Shrimad Bhagavatam. See, that is very important, no? Because only Prabhupada can only do that. Nobody can. So in this, the body, see, body as at the time of given punishment is different from the present body, because when the time the punishment is given, that body is different, and this is because this body is committed with the three subtle body. What is that? Mind, intelligence, and false ego. So in that, we will have, that body also will go through all this distress, as explained in the Bhagavad Gita, no? Kamaisteter hitagnyanaha prapatyanti anya devataha tam tam neme astaya prakritya niyatyaha. So these are all the things we have to, that's why in Bhagavad Gita what they are telling, Krishna is telling, forget their sufferings. Even though Krishna is explained in Bhagavad Gita, but they are not bothered, and they are forgetting their sufferings, and he will be facing due to the ignorance of is born, is also in the lowest mankind, very lowest the mankind, and then the lower planetary system, Mayaya Apakrita Jnanaha. So we have to be very careful when Maya is stealing our knowledge, when the sense gratification is there, this Maya, it will Mayaya Apakrita. So it will steal our knowledge. What all the knowledge we are having, that everything it will go because of this influence of this trigunas. Trigunas, what are that? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. That are three gunas. So chances is given by Yamaraja to recollect the sins committed, and now present government is, everybody knows all these four principles, what all Prabhupada told to leave all these 4 principles, all is going on now. All the governments, so many governments, they are all giving people the drugs and then liquor, and then all another thing is nonsensical, illicit. That also they are giving, and because of that, people are following all these nonsensical things, and they are not come out from that. So they are doing so much because of all these things. They are killing the animals, and they are eating, cooking, and they are eating. So what they have all the sins. If we are killing one animal, in that 7 people are involved. Who are all? 7 people are involved. Who are all? Anybody knows? Please.
The one who kills, the one who transports, the one who eats. That's
one
all,
who gives
Mataji.
money. One who gives money.
Yeah.
Also,
To give
Mataji,
food.
I think the one who takes the animal for grazing. So starting from the person who maintains the animal.
Maintains the animal, who is giving to the slaughterhouse. No? And then slaughterhouse, who is cutting that animal. That fellow is also involved. And who is buying? They are also involved. And who is cooking? That people are also involved. So all this it is continuing, because it's all papas will go, all these 7 people. So these are all very important. When we are eating this, we have to be very careful. And then illicit sex. It is everywhere it is going on, because of that. So many children, all illegal children are increasing nowadays. So that also we have to be careful, because for everything we are having the
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mataji, you are on mute. Sorry, by me only it has been done. I was muting Padma Mataji and I muted you.
No problem.
Sorry, Mataji.
No problem. No.
Sorry, Mataji.
No. Okay. So with this, we'll finish the first shloka of this 21, and then now we'll go for the 22nd shloka. So next punishment. This is only first one is dog biting, and he cannot control that pain and everything. It's the first this one punishment, and now second punishment is Shudrit parito arka dava nala nalaihi santapyamanaha pati taptavaluke कृच्छ्रेण पृष्ठे कषया च तादित चलति असक्तो अपि निराश्रमोदके. Anybody?
Archana Mataji, are you free?
Yes, Mataji, I can do it.
Yeah.
Synonyms, Mataji?
Synonyms and translation.
Hare Krishna. Shudrit, by hunger and thirst. Parita, afflicted. Arka, stunned. Davanala, forest fires. Anilai, by winds. Santapyamana, being scorched. Pati, on a road. Taptavaluke, a hot sand. Prichrena, painfully. Prishte, on the back. Kashaya, with a whip. Cha, and Tadida, beaten. Chalati, he moves. Ashakta, unable. Api, although. Nirashrama Utage, without shelter or water. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Under the scorching sun, the criminal has to pass through roads of hot sand with forest fires on both sides. He is whipped on the back by the constables because of his inability to walk, and he is afflicted by hunger and thirst. But unfortunately, there is no drinking water, no shelter, and no place for rest on the road. Hare Krishna.
So this is the second punishment. This first one is at least tolerable. and this one is not. So next level is punishment is description is given is much more painful, because here it is telling in the hot sun, the criminals are taking them with the Yamadutas. And both one side it is hot sand, and one side it is, both the sides it is a fire. Whether it is, see, small fire itself we cannot tolerate, and we cannot go, no, we have to take out from that. But here the criminal has to go with the hot sand in the desert area. If you walk, no, you cannot walk in that hot sand. That much hot it will be. In desert side, we can see that. Hot means like that hot. So in that hot sand, he has to walk, and both the sides fires. And then he is whipped on the back by the constables because of his inability to walk, and he is afflicted by hunger and thirst. So it is the what they are having the rope, no? With that rope, they are beating this criminal fellow, and then because this, he cannot walk in that hot sand and as well as the fire, and he cannot also. That's why he is sitting down. And that time they are taking the rope and they are beating him, and then they are asking him to go walk. See the punishment. And then with the hunger and thirst, without water and without food, how it will be. See the punishment. But unfortunately, there is no drinking water, no shelter, and no place for rest on the road. See why the trees are all there? Because to take some rest, it is giving the shadow, who are all coming in the hot sun. So here the punishment is, see the for the criminals, they don't have anything to drink water also, no shelter and no place to rest. So how cruel, no, it is. Huh? So from this shloka, how we can know we should not do any pap to people. And now know the judges, they are all doing some papas. Judges or this lawyers, sometimes criminal lawyers they are all doing the opposite. Everything they are papas only. Their account is going up for papas, but not punya, because they will get this same punishment. So we have to be very careful. So in this actually in this shloka, I thought this one, I read this one, I was so very sad. Why this much of this punishment is going on. In the 5th canto, it is there. What all the punishments we will have in the hellish planets? There are 28 kinds of this punishments, and if we read that punishments, I don't want to read that, but it is really very painful. It is. So if you have time, you just go through that 5th canto, 26th chapter. It is. So you have to go through that. Then only we know what all the punishments after death we are getting this. If we are doing the papas, if we are in a spiritual end, that knowingly or unknowingly we do something, for that is punishment is there, but that is different. That is not there, but only hellish punishments are there, hellish planets. Well, next shloka will go for the 23. Because 25th shloka, it is so many things are there. Tatra tatra patan shanto murchitaha punar uttitaha patapapi yasa nitas tarasa yamasadanam. Mataji, you can tell.
Yeah, Sindhu Mataji.
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna,
synonyms and translation.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Synonyms translation, which Divine Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Mataji, synonyms first.
Yeah, I'm reading.
He's reading, Mataji.
Here and there. Patan, falling. Shantaha, fatigue. Murchitaha, unconscious. Punaha, again. Uttitaha, risen. Pata, by the road. Papiyasa, very inauspicious. Nitaha, broad. Tarasa, quickly. Yamasadhanam, to the presence of Yamaraja. Translation. While passing on that road to the abode of Yamaraja, he falls down in fatigue and sometimes he becomes unconscious, but he is forced to rise again. In this way, he is very quickly brought to the presence of Yamaraja. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This material world is for sense enjoyment. The living entity is taking all efforts to enjoy the sense gratification, sense pleasure. So the senses are so powerful and urge to enjoy the also more and more, but the living entity go for punishment in the Yamaraja abode due to pain and distress. The living entity cannot walk, fall down, but the Yamatutas forces them to get up on their own under the painful condition. This is Yamaraja, see, abode of Yamaraja, because they have to, Yamatutas, they have to take them to the Yamaraja abode, and then in the meanwhile, he cannot walk, so he fall down. But these people, he fall down and again he will be unconscious, but because of their force, he has to get up on his own and he has to be in front of Yamaraja. Because the time, our time and the abode of Yamaraja time is completely different. So we have to be in the 25th shloka, it is coming there. So we have to be very careful while passing on that road, because here so many, you can see this accidents are all going on. So that body sometimes on the spot, some may die immediately. But the time is not for them, but the Atma will be roaming here and there. For that, some parigara, they will do something, their family. So here, our time has comes means we have to go, and according to our Papa and Punya, the account the Yamatutas has to take, and then they have to, and then Yamaraja will decide what is the punishment will be there. And then he has to decide, and then he will put on them in that punishment. It will be cruel because sense gratification is so strong. We'll get so much punishment in after the death. So sometimes, see, with our knowledge, we are doing something. Knowingly also, so many people are doing. Now politicians, how they are all doing. So many things they are doing, but they are not bothered about their death, or they are not bothered about the punishment also, what they are, because they are all atheist fellow. Atheist, because they are telling there is no God. There is no God means how everything has come here, all the ingredients, basic ingredients, everything has come, no? We are all enjoying with that. And we are all enjoying all Krishna's property only. We are not enjoying our own property. Correct? We are not enjoying our own property. No, Krishna has given us for us, and then we are doing all these things. So
Yes,
how we
Mataji.
can claim it's our property? All politicians are doing that one only, and they are struggling people, and they are taking that tax so much, and then they are giving so much problem to the public. So because of that, the people are also tempted to do the papa things, so that they have to indulge in this sense gratification, and they are all suffering. And then after the after the death, they don't have the idea of that this much punishment will be there. Is they have the idea, they will not do, but they don't have the idea of all that, and they will continue their papa and their sense gratification and everything is going on. After that only they will, final thing they will realize means there is no point, no? But count is there, no? That count, what are the papas you did, that count is there. So according to that only you'll get the punishment. So this is the very Yamadutas, this Yamaraja is, but one thing we have to understand from Bhagavatam, Ajamila, whatever he did, but previously he was doing all the devotional service and everything properly as a Brahmin. He was doing everything properly. Some middle of this age, and then he has happened to see that, and then he fall down in that indulge, and then he was started doing all the papas. And then finally, what happened? But Vishnu Dutas came because of the chanting of Narayana. It's not chanting the real name of Narayana. He was chanting only the name of his son. But that name is also very effective. And then Vishnu Dutas came. And then they took him to, because Vishnu Dutas and Yama Dutas, this conversation is going on, so many. So much he has done, we have to take him. But Vishnu Dutas said, he told Narayana, so we have to take him. So finally, this Yamaraja, they went to Yamaraja, and then Yamaraja he told Narayana, means you should not disturb him. Let him go to the Vishnu Loka and let him, don't touch, don't see that side at all. So he was like that, no, that is also there, but this is criminal. So we cannot compare with this Ajamila. Okay, so this is the difference. Next shloka. Yojananam sagasrani navatim nava chadvanah tribir muhurtair dvabhayam va nitah prapnoti yata yatanaha.
Shobha Mataji, read the synonyms. Synonyms and translation and purport by Subbarao.
Haribol, thank you, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Synonyms translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Yojananam of Yojana, Sahasrani thousands, Navatim 90, Nava 9, Cha and Advanaha from a distance, Trivi 3, Muhurtai within moments, Vapyam 2, Va or Mithaha brought, Prapnoti he receives, Yatanaha punishments. Translation by S.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thus, he has to pass 99,000 yojanas within 2 or 3 moments, and then he is at once engaged in the torturous punishment which he is destined to suffer. Thank you, Mataji. Haribol.
Subbarao Prabhu.
By His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. 1 yojana is calculated to be 8 miles, and he has to pass along a road which is therefore as much as 792,000 miles. Such a long distance is passed over within a few moments only. The subtle body is covered by the constables so that the living entity can pass such a long distance quickly and at the same time tolerate the suffering. This covering, although material, is of such fine elements that material scientists cannot discover what the coverings are made of. To pass 792,000 miles within a few moments seems wonderful to the modern space travelers. They have so far traveled at a speed of 18,000 miles per hour. But here we see that a criminal passes 792,000 miles within a few seconds only, although the process is not spiritual but material. Hare Krishna.
So Mataji is having some doubt. Last we'll have that. Material body does not travel along with soul. It is cremated here. Mataji, this body only it's going cremated, but soul is not. It is najayate mreteva badachi. So soul is not at all is having any death at all. So it will go to other body. It will not have any death. Najayate mreteva gadachi nayam bhutva bhavita vanam bheva ajo nitya shashvato ajo nityaka shashvato ayam purano na hanyatya anyamane sharire. So for the soul there is no death. Mataji. Hare Krishna. Shubha Shobha Mataji only called asked this question.
Yes, Mataji.
So for the soul, there is no death. It will go to other body according to our Papa and Punya. Hare Krishna Mataji, are you clear now? Shobha Mataji, it's clear now?
Hare Krishna Mataji, that is my doubt, Mataji. When body is not taken along with the soul, all these severe punishments, who suffers? That the soul
Subtle body.
suffers the next subtle body.
Subtle body.
Subtle body suffers.
Subtle
But
body.
soul does not have any, cannot be wet, cannot dry, cannot cut, cannot burn in fire.
Yeah.
That's why.
So with subtle body, no, because gross body is, we know, bhumi rapo analo vayu. Correct, no? Subtle body is there, no? Subtle body is go through all these things. Previous shloka we saw, no?
Okay, Mataji. Very good.
We saw that.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's clear now, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Hari Bol. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dandavat.
Yeah. In this shloka, the description of hellish planets, the distance covered beyond our imagination. I told no, all this maths, this we cannot do of this. If we have different, in Buloga, we have different calculation, and then in all other locals, it is having different calculation. So the speed with which covered 792,000. See, we cannot measure because the speed itself is, that also they have to cover in 1 or 2 seconds. See, 8 miles and he has passed along the road which therefore 792,000 miles. Such a distance within a few moments only he has to pass. Here now scientists, what they are doing? Our scientists, they are all creating one mission and they are covering only 18,000 miles per hour. Our scientists are covering only 18,000 miles. But in space, I mean in hellish planets, it is covered 792,000. So the subtle body is covered by the constables so that the living entity can pass such a long distance quickly and at the same time tolerate the suffering. So they have to, with the subtle body, they have to tolerate all the painful conditions when the Yamadutas are all taking them. The covering, although material, is of such fine elements that material scientists cannot discover what the coverings are made of. To pass 792,000 miles within a few moments seems wonderful to the modern space travelers. For them it is okay because they are thinking it is very easy, but it is not that much easy because the 18,000 where it is 18,000 and where this 700. See, there is a lot of difference, this 792 and 18,000, no? So they have so far traveled 18,000, but here we see that a criminal passes 7 and more than these people, this criminal is passing through and within a seconds. But they are taking per hour 18,000. So the process is whether it is spiritual or material, the criminals are all passing this miles 792,000 within a second. But whereas the scientists who are all created and that speed is there only 18,000. So these differences will be there, and but our subtle body is, what are the subtle body? Mind, intelligence, and falsies. That will go with the constables, and then it has to suffer and it has to tolerate the sufferings also. If we tell, no, say, if people are going in disease, some people know having cancer, or some people will have other major problem in their body, they have to suffer because according to their karma, according to the karma or papa, they have to suffer, means they have to suffer in this world itself. So many people you can see, some people, they are all suffering like anything. We can see some people like that. So they have very bad condition, they will be in that, and we cannot see them also, but what to do? They are all praying. We have to, they will say, oh, according to my karma I am suffering, it seems. So according to a karma means whether you have done good thing or whether you have done wrong thing, that is in our hand only. So we have to be, that's why one of the Prabhu gave lecture, and he was telling that we have to, Krishna has given us everything, but we have to select which is good and which is bad, and according to that we have to set our mind, and then according to that we have to go through that. Otherwise, no, that it will go for this bad thing only. That's why Prabhupada went, for that only he was telling this Prabhupada, how he was telling our consciousness is completely different. We are not, we are collecting the people in the lowest level, and then we are correcting them and we are giving them the Krishna consciousness. So we are doing that one only. We are not doing any show off purpose. Our mission is one, show off not, show off night, but it is giving Krishna consciousness, spiritual seed we are giving, and then they are chanting the name of Krishna only. But they are not going other side, where they were in other side, and they are all coming to the good side. Good side means what? Krishna consciousness. So only this Prabhupada can do that, because one of the even Vrindavan, one of the sadhu was telling to Prabhupada that why you want to go to America and other things, because here itself we are getting all this spiritual activities and everything. Why you want to go and disturb that other people? Then Prabhupada said, it seems, no, because my guru's wish is like that, so I have to go and tell. Whatever the problems comes, I have to face. So there is no problem for me, because my guru has told I have to go and give this Krishna consciousness to the Western people. So he went and he got 3 times this cardiologist problem. But all the time, Radha and Krishna was helping. That also he was praying to the Radha Krishna. If you want me to tell about your leelas and past everything about you, please, I can give me the chance, so that my guru's wish also I will fulfill that. So like that, he got 3 times heart attack in the cargo ship. So how this Krishna is given the body, and then how he was helping him to give this knowledge to all the people. So now you can see in Krishna consciousness, so many foreigners, they are all come to this our Sanatan Dharma, and they are all following everything. Okay, because of this doing their karmas, their papas, it will reduce for them. Because now they are doing in they are in Krishna consciousness, and they are not doing any all sense gratification, nothing. They are only preaching, and they are only doing everything. So they are eating only prasadam, they are distributing books, and they are distributing the knowledge of Krishna. So their account, it will be reduced, Papa's account will be reduced, and they will be getting the but they will get the punishment, but it is in the spiritual life. So this is the difference, how we be in Krishna consciousness. Next sloka, can we go, Mataji? Mataji, what is the time?
It's 10:22, Mataji. It's okay, Mataji.
So another 5 minutes I will take extra.
Yeah, fine, Mataji. No problem.
Adipannam swagatranam veshayitvol mukadbihi mukha adibihi atma mamsadanam vapi swakritam parato apiva. Mataji, can anybody read? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah,
Sarika,
Hare Krishna.
Sarika Mataji, please read
can I
synonym.
read?
Yeah, Sarika Mataji can read synonyms. And Anita Mataji, you can read the translation. Krishnamurti Prabhu can read the purport.
Hare Krishna, synonyms by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Adipanam, setting on fire. Swa gatranam, of his own limbs. Veshtayitva, having been surrounded. Ulmukha adibhi, by pieces of burning wood and so on. Atma mamsa, of his own flesh. Adanam, eating. Kwa api, sometimes. Swakritam, done by himself. Parataha, by others. Api, else. Va, or. Hare Krishna.
Translation.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. He is placed in the midst of burning pieces of wood, and his limbs are set on fire. In some cases, he is made to eat his own flesh or have it eaten by others.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams Mataji. Purport by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. From this verse, through the next 3 verses, the description of punishment will be narrated. The first description is that the criminal has to eat his own flesh, burning with fire, or allow others like himself who are present there to eat. In the last great war, people in concentration camps sometimes ate their own stool. So there is no wonder that in the Yamasadana, the abode of Yamaraja, one who had a very enjoyable life, eating others' flesh, has to eat his own flesh. Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Here the description is punishment is starting with eating their own flesh for the sins committed. Because what all the sins they committed, they have to eat their own flesh. It is very pathetic condition. This can be established with another shloka. This same with this one, Krishna was telling his mother after killing his uncle Kamsa. So that he was explaining his mother Devaki. These are all the horrible punishments which will curb our sinful activities at present. That shloka I will just read. Yastayor atmajaha kalpa. This is atmana cha danena cha vrittim cha dad yat tam pretya swamamsam khadayanti. Translation: a son who, though able to do so, fails to provide for his parents with his physical resources, and wealth is forced after his death to eat his own flesh. See, the same thing he was telling to his mother after Krishna is killed his uncle. Swa mamsam khadayantihi. Same here. Is very enjoyable, like eating others' flesh as to eat his own flesh. So this is very even a son who is having all facilities and everything and who is not taking care of the parents. There are 3-4 shlokas are there. It is. Ataji, can you hear me? Am I audible to you?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Mataji.
yes,
Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
So,
Mataji.
Yeah.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji, where do you find these 3 slokas? In which book?
1045 Mataji. 1045, 500 shloka book it is there, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, thank you.
1045, 6, 5, 6, 7. 3 shlokas are.
Shrimad Bhagavatam, Mataji?
Yeah, Shrimad Bhagavatam.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So about the conditions also has to go through after his death. See, flesh eating and meat eating, it is very bad because flesh, when we are, Prabhupada is saying, when we are buying this, one example he has given, that is one boy is calling and one boy he was calling that boy and he was so brave and he was telling and then this Prabhu, one of the Prabhu was asking him to take one razor or some sharp thing, and then Prabhupada said, I want to just plug that needle to his hand, and then it has to come out outer skin. And then that boy he was so brave. He was telling, brave boy only I want. So he came and then he was, after this telling this one, and then he was so scared. No, it will be painful for me. It will be, others are all shouting, it will be painful for the boy. How you can do? Same thing you are doing the animals. See how much you are giving trouble to you are cutting and then the animal is crying like anything. And then you are cutting and then you are cooking and eating. Same like this only, it will be. The same pain for the animal also it will be there. This Atma is there. It is also having the living. We are how we are also having the living and we are all living entity, we are all having this small, because of this Atma we are all living. So like that animals also living. How you can cut? Same painful condition for the animals also, no? So these are the examples given by this Prabhu as because Prabhupada Leelamrita he was taking from that and then he was telling this all these examples. And then he was telling one more thing. Dutam panam striyaga suno tatra papa chaturvida. This dutam is gambling, and then panam is intoxication, that's liquor and other things. Striyaga, illicit sex, and then suna is killing the animals. These are all the things. 4 things we are doing the papa. The 4 things how we are doing this papa. That's why in Bhagavad Gita also one shloka is said, Esham tu Antagata papam. So we are doing so many papas, and once we are in the Krishna consciousness, our papas will be removed. Once we are having in the touch of Krishna, that all our sinful activities will end up. So these are all the things. Finally, so what they will start, Yesham tu Gatam Papam, Janana, Mataji, Shloka. Anybody? I will tell, but you can also participate this shloka.
Tesham Tvantagatam Papam Jananam Punya Karmanam Te Dvanmoha Nirmukta Bhajate
Ma Dridavritaha. So in this, finally he will have all the sinful activities he was having, and then once he comes to Krishna consciousness, he left all that sinful activities, and he will be having the Drida Bhakti, determination, only doing bhajan of Krishna, so that all the papas will remove from that. Where previously what he has done, that all the sinful activities it will go end. So like that, here Prahalad Maharaj also explaining one thing, that is that shloka I want to tell, it will be very nice. Matirna Krishna Parato Swatova Mitopi Api Padyeta Graha Vritana Adanta Gopir Vishatam Tamishram Punas Charvita Charvanana. This shloka I think everybody knows, because in this Uttama Shloka competition, the children are learning this shloka. So that time we were the judge for the pronunciation. So the children will tell this shloka. They will chant this shloka. Very nice. So here Prahlad Maharaj says, because of their uncontrolled senses, persons too addicted toward hellish conditions, and they repeatedly chew that what has already been chewed. Their inclinations toward Krishna are never aroused either by the instruction by others, by their own efforts, or by a combination of both. So here they are very much in this, because they cannot control the senses, so that they are all addicted to this conditions, and then they are doing the same as how the shoot person was doing the same thing. So he was already doing that. So the inclination of Krishna consciousness, it will never come to them, and they will not listen to the instruction by Bhagavad Gita or anything, or others, or by their own efforts or combination of their efforts also they will not take for that, and they are not combine anything, and they will be in the Matirna Krishna Parato Swatova. So Punas Charvita Charvanana. So politicians and philosophers or scholars they will not be interested in using the Bhagavad Gita or anything. They will be fully materially involved. So that's why here Krishna is saying for them there is no constant, and Krishna consciousness is impossible for them. Matirna Krishna. And then Graha Vrita Charvita Charvanana. This it will go that a materialistic person tries to enjoy the sense gratification in different bodily forms. So he wants to enjoy in this life also, and after the future life also, past, present, future, everything he wants to enjoy. But still he is not satisfied. So what the person, he was too much materialistic person, and the way of life is also very much pathetic. So it's why here in one more shloka is also the Bhaveshwarya Prasaktana Taya Abhutta Chetasam Vyavasaya Atmika Buddhi Samadav Na Vidyate. So they have too much attachment and too much of enjoyment and too much of materialistic desires and opulence. Even they are having everything, but the determination for the devotion service to the Lord, they will not come. They will not give, and they will not listen Bhagavad Gita, they will not listen Bhagavatam, nothing. So here, Adanta Gopir Vishatam Tamashram. Their path actually leads toward hellish life. So with this, we are ending up our session. Any questions or any your comments? It's welcome, Mataji. Thank you so much given the opportunity for this shlokas, 5 shlokas.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Actually, you have taken out your time and gave us your association and a very, very powerful 5 shlokas you've covered today. Yeah, I think Krishnamurti Prabhu has a question.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Pranams, Mataji.
Pranam.
Mataji, by hearing the classes, particularly these 5 shlokas,
yeah.
So,
yeah, tell Prabhu. Continue, Prabhu.
Krishnamurti Prabhuji, you're on mute.
No, he's not there.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Am I audible, Mataji?
Yeah. Now audible.
Mataji, after hearing the slokas and classes and purports, after leaving this body, the painful position is this is unimaginable for us. So, Mataji, till today, we have done so many sins, knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah.
But whatever, of course, we were in Krishna conscious now. Is it helps to let our journey be comfortable in future?
Prabhu, it is after. Yeah, in the shloka it is already told, no? If we are in Yesham tu andagatam papam.
Okay.
That shloka, it is already there because whatever the sins you have done, but after that you are realizing that and then you are coming to Krishna consciousness and you are doing devotional service, slowly it will remove your papas.
Mataji, I think we are all blessed. Yeah, I myself, particularly, we are blessed. Because without His grace, without His influence, we can't able to come to this Krishna consciousness. Definitely. And even we can't able to pronounce the name of Sri Krishna also. Correct. So we are all, I think I myself, I am talking to myself, I am blessed, Mataji. Really, because of His Sukruti, by His grace, I am in Krishna consciousness. So for having given us be given this knowledge, I am grateful to you, Mataji. Year afterwards.
All our credit goes to our Guru Maharaj. Because of Guru Maharaj path only we are living. So he is guiding us and we are giving. So we are only instrument, nothing.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. So I am grateful to you. It is enough for us, for me.
Mataji, I have to say thank you because she has given me the opportunity.
Mataji, it's all ICF glory, ICF Ashish Prabhu's glory. Nothing.
That is true.
Mataji, this is the learning, a life lesson for me to educate other people to be
Prabhu,
in constant consciousness.
Because here we are all having only small kind of this, very tiny of knowledge. We are not very much experts or nothing. Just tiny, even 1% also we are not having. But Guru's mercy, we are all doing this. Guru's kripa only, we are having this Om Mumukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langete Girim Yatkripa Tamagam Mandi Sri Gurum Dina Tarina. So because of him only we are all getting this knowledge.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. I am grateful to Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shobha Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams.
Hare
Thank you for the session, Mataji. It was eye-opening session. And Mataji, just wanted to understand when we are in the material world, Super Soul is always, Krishna is always with us in the form of Super Soul. So,
Paramatma.
yeah, Paramatma. So, like when the soul is, going through these conditions after death in the subtle body, so still the Super Soul is there or no?
No, because see, after this one, super soul, it will go, and then soul will go to other body.
Okay. And all these hellish conditions whichever are given to that particular soul, that is being bared by the subtle body. The soul is
Yeah.
still okay.
Subtle body will continue, Mataji.
Okay. It is in the material world as well as after that also it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Any comments also you can give, because I can also make mistakes. So if any
Padma Mataji has question, Mataji. Padma Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. This last sloka which you said, Shamantagatam Papam, can you kindly give me the reference, Mataji? I'm asking for too many references I want to go through.
Which one, Mataji? What? Yesham tu antagata papam. This is in second
Yeah, yes.
chapter, Mataji. Bhagavad Gita, it is
Which
in
one?
Bhagavad Gita.
What's the reference? Yeah.
You can see second chapter, I think so. It is second chapter. Yesham tu antagata. Yes, second chapter. I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay, Mataji. I'll refer it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So,
Krishna, Mataji.
thank you, Mataji. We'll end the session here.
Yeah.
There are no more questions. So, thank you very much, Mataji. Once again, you have taken out your time because
No. It is
we
not.
know, Mataji, that you are busy, and most of the time, Mataji is busy in services.
No.
But
So-
yet, Mataji is very, very kindful and have given her association to us. So, thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll end the session here, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa
Sindhuve Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Ananta
Anantakoti Vaishnava Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Hari bol.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Shall I
Mataji.
end the session, Mataji?
Yeah.